and we are
right.
Let's try this again.
Yeah.
Due to some technical difficulties last time.
Without Finn.
Yeah.
Being a douche.
Yeah. Now I just got someone else to bother.
Yeah.
But so I mean, we can try to pick up where we left off last time, or we can kind of try to start over.
What were we talking about?
We were. I was getting deep in the rabbit hole of my conspiracies.
Oh yeah.
So I'll try to just start over with those. So pretty much, I told you about Maldek, planet that apparently used to be between Mars and Jupiter.
That blew itself up.
Pretty much the civilization that was on it.
Kamikaze.
No, but pretty much blew themselves up entirely. Fucking nuked the planet, all that good stuff. And then there was the fucking planetary war about Mars and Maldek. So apparently they had differences, went to war, blah blah blah, and pretty much they nuked each other.
Yeah.
So that also kind of supports that theory about Maldek in a way, you know, about the whole nuclear thing. But instead of them blowing themselves up, people from Mars did, right?
Right.
So it gets blown to complete shit. But Mars is a wasteland, so it's not habitable. So, in turn, they moved to the next planet over, which would be Earth.
I knew that. I didn't fucking know that, I'll be honest.
Earth, alright. But they get there, fucking dinosaurs everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So what do?
They blow them up.
They fucking blow them up. What would be equivalent to them blowing them up, or what at least we would think happened?
Comet.
A meteorite. Pretty much the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
But, well, a meteorite is when it's in orbit or something like that. There's some difference. Or maybe size. I don't know. Anyway, size don't matter. At least I hope. But, let me see here. Earth, right. So, everyone's like, oh, the meteorites killed them. But what if it wasn't? They got nuked.
Mm-hmm. And like, suppose I heard a conspiracy theory that like that's what Adam and Eve was. They were like from another planet, and they were the only two.
Right.
Survive.
So their space shuttle. Like,
yeah.
Right. That's also another one. But this one, the people from Mars nuked them shits, which is also another theory that aliens nuked fucking the planet to get rid of the dinosaurs.
Right.
So what happens when you nuke a really big place? Nuclear fallout, or the Ice Age. Now, the Ice Age was a natural proven thing, but did the planet really just freeze, or was it sent into nuclear fallout?
I mean, yeah.
That's what happens in a nuclear fallout. So, it was just one global nuclear fallout, then, boom, humans. Aliens, man. It all
That's
adds
not exactly
up.
how it works.
But I mean, if you don't think about it, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So
it sounds like you read a conspiracy theory and now you're texting it to me.
Honestly, like I literally texted my buddies, not my buddy, my cousin, my cousin Skylar, like right after I read all this. I was like, dude, because he came up to me, he's like, what if the aliens nuked the dinosaurs? I was like, wait, that actually makes so much sense. All right. But, so yeah, that's like, I went into this really deep rabbit hole about conspiracy theories and shit, and it was fucking awesome.
Well, yeah, you can, like, I always do, that's why I don't really look them up that much. I'll spend hours looking into them.
Oh my god. You could look up one thing, like, and next thing you know, at the very bottom has, like, related or, you know, what other people searched, you know, related to, and it's like, wait, this?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, it's like, yeah, vampires really did hunt Lincoln. Like, whoa.
That was a good movie, actually. You ever see that movie?
I haven't.
It was really good, actually. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I know. I saw the previews. I was like, would this be a good movie? And then I heard nothing but good things, so I regret not seeing it. But
I mean, you can still see it. It's not like it's fucking gone forever.
yeah, that's fair, but I don't know where the fuck it'd be. I should find
right.
Like, I don't know. Speaking of services, do you know that Disney's coming out with their own streaming service? It
Really?
features nothing but Disney movies. Now, what I mean by Disney is not only...
Well, think about all the Disney movies that have been on Netflix.
Well, see, yeah, but they're obviously probably going to take those off.
Well, yeah, eventually, but...
No, and this is a thing that's actually coming soon. And it's not just like, you know, all like the old cartoon movies, all that stuff.
Oh, we talking about like the network that used to be on TV?
No, like all the movies and shit. And obviously probably some Disney shows and shit too.
That would be cool.
Assume.
You know, because there was like a lot of childhood shows.
And then, but it's all the things Disney owns. Marvel, the X-Men, all those were Disney products.
Yeah.
Because Disney fucking owns, you know, the Marvel comics, all that shit. So all of those movies are going to be on there too. It's just going to be pretty much all good things on there. Like, all the time.
All the good stuff.
Right. So if that comes into fruition, I can't. It's too big of a word for me right now.
Yeah.
But
I wonder why.
But yeah, if that comes forward, that's gonna be blowing all the other streaming services out of the water, because the ones right now are like they stay outdated for some reason. You know what I mean? Like,
you know how many small ones are out there though? Like no one like uses.
No, because no one knows.
Yeah, exactly.
They're that small. Like, there's other like there's
Netflix,
Crackle,
Hulu, they like they're all monopolies pretty much. They're pretty much overrun.
For sure. The only things that kind of come close is like PlayStation or Microsoft streaming services.
Yeah.
But they usually kind of branch off of the
But you don't,
ones.
like, a lot of people don't use those.
Oh, yeah. No. I mean, they're looked at, they're known about, but that's, like...
I mean, I've used it a few times because you can go on there and, like, buy movies.
Buy and rent movies and shit.
There.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
But, like, even then, it has a very limited amount. But, one... Fuck, I was going to say. But, yeah, Google's come out with a lot of shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I looked at something about a car. They're, like, trying to make the first car.
Really?
But it's so...
Well, supposedly that's been a thing for a few years.
Oh, yeah. Same with Apple. But,
You have to buy yourself on sport.
Fuck. But what I really want to look more into is all the stuff Tesla's doing right now. Dude, it's insane.
It's crazy.
Elon Musk, dude, you know they're doing
know,
underground tunnels in San Francisco right now, or somewhere in California? They're making, like, underground roadways.
Right.
So it, like, relieves traffic and stuff. But he did it. Now, I don't want to say... It might be L.A.
I mean, that caused a lot of problems.
Yeah. But see, like, they're doing it perfectly.
Yeah,
like,
if it works out correct, it could.
Dude, and the other thing was they're shooting
But
out...
how would you differentiate which one to go to?
I have no idea, but I'm sure once they make it more public, it'll make so much sense, you know? Make people wonder why they didn't do it sooner. But another thing they're doing is an internet thing. So pretty much they're shooting out satellites, but into a much lower orbit than most satellites. And these satellites, they're little tiny ones. They come like 14,000 of these like pods on a satellite that gets launched out. And they spread out, and eventually they'll be all across the globe, kind of. And it's going to pretty much make this streamless internet that you can have literally service anywhere in the entire world.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, you know how many lives that could save?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like all kinds of stuff. And not only that, but like really good quality internet. Like high speed everywhere.
No matter
and it's
what,
like dude, you could live out in the middle of nowhere and still watch Netflix. Like how weird would that be?
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Like,
but it'd also be nice because, like, you know, if you move out like farther into the country, the higher the Wi-Fi bill is too.
Oh, not only that, but the quality goes drastically down because you get reduced. Because usually, like, charter and like underground lines won't go out that far. But you could only get satellite internet. And I don't know if you ever had satellite internet.
Oh yeah,
it's
my whole life
horrendous.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's horrendous. It gets cloudy, you got nothing. It's terrible. Dude, I had one. I forget what it was. It was off of DirecTV. I can't remember exactly what it was called. But I had it down when I lived down in Mississippi, and it was so bad I couldn't even play PlayStation Online.
Really?
Yeah, I could barely download stuff. Like, Netflix would always freeze up, and I couldn't even play online. It had such bad quality connection.
I remember when I didn't even have Wi-Fi. Like, that wasn't even like a
and
thing.
You wonder how people are playing Xbox Live and stuff. Like, how does that work?
Yeah.
Dude, when I was a kid, I heard of none of that.
No. So I was maybe like 13, around there. Dude, that's when like I started like really gaming.
Yeah. See, even then I didn't have it until I was like in high school, like sophomore year.
Yeah.
Like,
Because
because no one knew what
our
it was.
houses and play our games with
Hell
us.
yeah.
Yeah. That's how it
And,
is, though, man. Like, I remember, like, bringing my console everywhere. I remember I had, like, a specific bag to put it in.
Dude.
You know?
Oh my god. That's another thing we talked about was gaming in general. In the next few years, I could see it taking a completely different avenue with VR and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Now,
definitely.
The biggest problem with VR right now is it's so expensive. $500-$600 for just a set.
You have to have, like, a computer. Or
A lot of them, yeah. They actually made one now to where you actually don't need a computer hookup at all.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
And the other big problem is you used to have to hook up, like, motion sensors in, like, every corner of the room you wanted to use it. And it was just a huge hassle.
But think about that, like, they want to do, like, multiplayer games. You have to have some sort of way to, like, walk around.
Yeah, see,
Because, like...
we'll see with a lot of them, it's just still the toggle.
Yeah, I know.
You know? But
that would make it much more immersive. Like, I seen this one
yeah.
thing a long time ago. It was like a...
little platform.
Yeah, it was a platform. It was like a treadmill that would go in any direction.
You had to wear, like, a specific shoe.
Yeah.
That was, like, really... Oh, my God, I couldn't imagine how much that would probably cost. But
imagine how, like, messed up that make you feel.
Afterwards?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know if
or
you
even
played...
during. Like, it'd be so hard to get your balance.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you've played, like, a good, consistent amount of VR. But once you take that headset off, dude, you literally have to, like, realize that you're not there anymore.
Right.
Like, your brain is like...
What's happening?
You're adjusting.
We're doing a soft reboot.
It's hardcore, and there's actually been a problem with actually people getting sick from it.
Oh, yeah, I believe motion
Because-
sickness. Cause, like,
Well, not only that, but, like, they have a lot of eyesight problems, massive headaches, because they'll do, like, 24-hour challenges in VR. Dude, there's
can't
one dude...
do that.
Oh, they did. And one dude did it for a week.
you gotta know that's, like, the worst thing you can do.
Oh, yeah, for your eyes.
For your
my
eyes,
God.
for your brain, that messes
yeah.
up everything.
But
Like, the only
surprisingly-
VR I've done is, like, the ones where you can slide your phone into it.
Oh,
and, like, you
yeah.
go through, like, a galaxy or whatever. That's,
Dude,
like,
I had one
5
of, like,
minutes.
the most basic models of Oculus Rift for a while. And it was just one controller. You didn't really get to play many games. And it was mainly just, like, more of a streaming thing for, like, you could watch Netflix and Hulu on it. Dude, it was so cool because what you do is put on the headset, turn on, like, Hulu, and it actually puts you in a virtual room with, like, a giant screen. And,
That'd be
dude,
cool.
it was so cool. Like, and I watched some of the VR. There was one, it was just, like, a GoPro ascending slowly into space, and it got, like, really high up there, like, way outside
Dude,
of the
that makes me
atmosphere.
nauseous.
Dude, it was, like, so trippy because you were there. Like, just
Right.
watching a video on your phone is one thing, but when you sit there and watch it in VR, you're really there. And
Well,
it's
you know,
like,
because, like, when you look at that stuff, like, you get, like, the background and, like, you know where you are, like, but when that's all you see.
oh, yeah, it's, dude.
You know, that'll really
I
throw
played
you off.
certain games. You know the newest Resident Evil that came out?
Yeah.
8, the first person one? Dude, they made that for VR. Dude, I went over to Charlie's to try to play it. I didn't even want to go past the loading screen.
I wouldn't either.
Dude,
I played that. And
Dude, on the starting menu, you're, like, in that room,
yeah.
and you're just looking around. It's like, nope.
Nope.
I didn't even play. I was like, you know what? I'm good. Fuck that, dude.
Yeah. I mean, it's a cool concept. It really is.
Oh, yeah. But
And,
see,
like, I could see how it would be enjoyable, but it could, like, cause a lot of problems.
oh, yeah. See, my thing is, like, I love VR, but I still, at the end of the day, love to pick up a controller and
Yeah.
play on a screen. And so, like we were talking about, is consoles are going to keep being newer until one day they hit a point where they can't prove anymore.
Yeah.
And that's when that change will kind of take
Start
over.
happening, yeah.
Right, because people are like, oh, well, this is as good as it gets. You know, there's something better.
Yeah.
They always want better. You know, eventually one day you're going to, like, put on a headset and you're literally, like, going to be transferred to, like, a virtual, like, a augmented reality. And that's how you'll have to do it. Which I hope I'm around when that happens, because I've seen, like, movies and stuff.
That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, my God. But, yeah. That's...
Or you ever seen the movie, I think it's called Gamer? It's like that, but, like, these people play in these rooms, but they control, like, a real person.
Yeah.
And, like, if they die in the game, then
You
that,
die
like,
in real life.
they're prisoners. They're, like, people who went to prison for, like, life and stuff, and they, like, make them do this thing for a game.
Dude.
But if, like, they die in the game, like, you get one life, and that's
okay.
it. And if you die, that person dies in real life, too.
Fuck. Dude, playing Call of Duty, the stakes get raised.
Yeah.
It's like no one's wanting to play no more.
No.
That's how you enlist in the future. That's how war's taking place.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be so weird.
That would be weird.
Like where you don't actually see an actual person, it's just someone else across the world in a different just in a different room. But if you killed them, they actually die.
That'd be messed up. I couldn't do that.
I could totally see war taking place like that because nothing's actually destroyed except for people dying. You know what I mean? So it takes.
But that's people dying.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's people dying, but it's like take that, just the person dying versus them actually coming to your country and blowing up the entire town. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So many people would invade because unless the only way you could prevent war is just not getting in that room.
Yeah.
It's just like they can't. Like, fuck, we gotta wait for him to get online. Like, they have to
He's
accept
not active.
our invite.
Yeah, he'll get off school like 3:30.
Right, Germany's, they haven't accepted our invite yet.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, it has to be a mutual...
Oh, Lord.
Like, that'd be the weirdest thing, is it'd have to be, like, a mutual decision on both sides to have a war, Because the other person declined, you just can't go to war with them. You just have to, like, wait for them to be like, all right, we will both go to war. And it's, like, either going to completely up war or, like, completely
like destroy
kill it. Yeah. That's how we save the world.
Yeah.
Because everyone's just like, you know what? I can get on there.
Nah.
Yo, the U.S. has to have mods because they are cheating. Everyone that goes into the military, they just get virtual and augmented reality training, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's just like, go to your room. We're going to war.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. But yeah, video games, it's weird, like, how much younger the audience has gotten, too. And they have to, what sucks is a lot of older people hate the games that a lot of games become because, that market's getting younger. So the bigger majority is a lot younger, so they cater to that audience. So the other smaller groups are like, this is fucking trash. Because it's a lot more cartoony now with, like, Fortnite, just bright colors. And you've seen that with, like, Call of Duty and stuff where they made everything really colorful. And
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah,
honestly.
I like at first I was like, oh, this is kind of cool, This is some cool skins and stuff.
Yeah.
But then it became like these are the maps, and it's like neon, and it's like
It's like,
when I play Call of
I'm gonna have
Duty,
a seizure if I look too long.
right? Like when I play Call of Duty and shooter games stuff like that, I don't want to be in this colorful fucking Fruitland place. I want to be in like a battlefield. You know what I mean? Like that's the one thing that I didn't like about a lot of games, but thankfully they're starting to kind of stray away from that a little bit.
Yeah, they're trying to go back to like the original.
Right, where people like where it first became big, with the new Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
It's a soft reboot of Call of Duty 4. And it looks
Fantastic.
awesome. Right.
Modern Warfare, like just the remaster of Modern Warfare, that's pretty good, but it's like
See, then they started
it's the
messing
same
with
thing.
it.
Yeah.
They started putting different guns in and messing up the balance, and it's just it's frustrating. But hopefully this one makes and also single player games. Single player games are making a big comeback.
Oh yeah.
Because for a while
I like playing single player games.
Oh,
it's
me
like,
too.
That's
Absolutely.
the best storylines. Like you really get into.
And finally they're starting to come back. But for a while there was a good period of like 3-4 years where like it was all multiplayer. No matter what multiplayer, you had to be online some form or another.
Right.
And single players just like died off. Even Call of Duty for a couple of games, they stopped making a campaign altogether. And it's like, fuck,
Yeah.
Because I love a lot of good Call of Duty campaigns.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they're single player games starting to come back. There's got a lot of good ones like Borderlands, and like Red Dead 2 was an awesome campaign.
Oh yeah, dude. I still have to finish it. I'm on like the last mission.
Yeah,
but it's really good.
No, I'm excited I'm waiting. Apparently, there's been more news about the new Elder Scrolls, like Skyrim, the next one after that. But it's taking so long to come out. Like,
well, think like they have to go bigger. With Skyrim, so that's going to take even more time. Skyrim's you can play that game for hundreds of hours.
People still play it.
Oh yeah,
dude. Between Skyrim and Oblivion, I probably had like 1,000 hours of gaming into it. Like I was deep in that game.
Oh yeah.
But it's like that's another thing I'm glad to see coming back is like I said, single player games, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But another thing I like to kind of talk about, and like it's if you don't think about it a lot, you won't realize it, is like differences in foods, even in the same restaurants in our country compared to others. like what I mean by that is like big corporate fast chains like McDonald's, Burger King, stuff
Yeah.
like that. Even like though it's the same restaurant, fast food place, their menus are completely different. Like in China, you can get like noodles and shit like that. Like,
Where is this coming from, though?
a lot of sources. Like it's actual. Like,
Oh, like what do you mean?
what? Like, it's just weird to think about, like, how different it is compared to other countries.
Yeah.
But we don't know that because we've never been over to another country. Like me and you as an example. But it's just a weird thing, and fucking how different American food in general is compared to other people.
I think it's a bunch of mixes of different kinds of food.
Oh yeah. But like even just like cereals. We have so many flavors of cereals.
Yeah.
Like there's like we got like 7 different types of Captain Crunch. You go over to like the UK, they got 1.
Yeah,
They got
you
that,
get this and this is it.
Or you get original and like Crunch Berry. That's it.
Yeah.
But we have like it's just
so many flavors,
and it's just
and
so
many
mass
seasonal
produced.
flavors too.
Oh my god! Especially with like fall and fall's the worst one with pumpkin spice and pumpkin lattes.
And in winter,
fuck. But yeah, America like takes so many different like cultures and just
mash them together.
Yeah, and it's like
here you go.
Like Chinese food's another big one. Like people are like, oh yeah, I love Chinese food, but like
that's not authentic.
That's not
Chinese food.
Do you go over to like actual China and the things on menus will be like duck blood soup and shit like that. Like you won't see that in America, because
I mean, I'm sure you can. I'm sure there's some restaurants that do
I'm
like
sure
real
if you do,
authentic.
Yeah, and like maybe like real big cities and shit like that, they might. But like any like people like when you order Chinese, you get like pretty much any type of chicken, and like noodles and shit like that. You don't get squid tentacles and fucking, it's like it's.
I mean, some cultures do that.
Some do, but like, as in like when you ask someone like about Chinese food in America, they think General Tso's chicken, sweet and sour chicken, shit like that.
But that's just American Chinese food.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But like, yeah, it's weird to think about.
What else, bud?
Dude, I don't know. I really do just talk about like random stuff on here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't because like I said, I hate calling this a podcast because usually with a podcast they have a set subject.
Yeah, like set things they do every day.
Right, like they talk about one subject, like a podcast about like weed. They talk about everything weed, shit like that. But I don't have that, or like sports cast and shit like that.
Yeah.
They talk about sports. I talk about literally anything, video games to fucking planetary war and like.
It's kind of like everyone thought like, man, we're sitting around, we're talking like we should put a camera down, like
pretty
see
much.
what happens. Like, this is
I don't.
that's what
Yeah,
we're doing.
it's literally like what I wanted to do, and like the way I thought of it is to be a different way to learn things I might not know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, because what I want to do also is I want to actually kind of interview certain people, like doctors, about like mental illnesses and how certain medicines affect it, and like how the brain works differently if you have a certain mental illness and stuff like that. It's like really fascinating stuff, and I want to talk about stuff like that. I think it'd be cool. Like I couldn't learn, talk to them about that if I just went and try to ask them. Know? But you come up to them like, hey, I want to interview you. Do like the thing I do on YouTube. They'll be a lot more probably willing to sit there and talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I want to use this also as like I said, like a way to learn about certain things. Like I also want like, and this is not a huge favorable thing among a lot of my friends, but I want to talk to some cops and stuff too. So I want to get both sides of certain things. You know what I mean? I don't want to be biased. Story, right. Like I want to get, because it's going to be hard to do, that a cop will be willing to talk about their opinion on certain things, like their weed stance and stuff like that.
Right.
Because you might actually be surprised.
Well, because they're not supposed to. They're supposed to work for the law.
Right.
Their opinion isn't supposed to be brought in. It's just the law.
Right. They're supposed to be they're supposed to be biased, but that's why I want to get their opinion.
Yeah.
They have to see from both sides.
Yeah.
So it's like.
And there are like special cases.
Right. Like you like.
Really, they are.
A lot of people would be surprised about like how many good cops there can actually be too. You know what I mean? Because the only thing you see on media of any type is all the bad cops.
Yeah, exactly.
So it makes you feel
but
like
some people are really out there trying to like.
Oh yeah, you
if they
see
get pulled
stories
over,
about it all the time.
They're gonna shoot at a cop.
There's one dude. It was the cop had the camera, and he walked up to I don't remember exactly. He was like 17, 18 years old as an African American teen.
Yeah.
And the teen just had his hands up on the steering wheel. And he was just shaking, like so freaked out. And
because you hear about all the stories,
right?
like when you get pulled over, and like that's the first thing you
right.
think.
So he's sitting there shaking because he was speeding. So you see the cop come up to him. And he's like, hey man, it's okay. You don't have to freak out. I'm not giving you a ticket. I'm not gonna sit here scream at you, anything like that. I just want you. No, he was texting and driving. Is what it was.
Oh, okay.
He's like, all I want to do is ask you to put the phone down. He's like, because I know you're probably going home to a parent, a mother, a father, maybe a grandparents, whatever, someone that loves you and doesn't want you not here.
Yeah.
He's like, all I want you to do is be safe.
Yeah.
And his like an interview. He's like, I hate that it's come to this that people are scared of us.
Yeah.
To be approached by us. He's like I don't know who put that in their head.
Yeah.
He's like, but we're not all bad. And
everyone should realize that they shouldn't just outright hate a group of people for any reason.
Right, and that's it. It'd be like someone being racist towards another culture just because
that's
of
their
one
culture
person or whatever.
Yeah.
Like hating all cops because of because of one experience you've had.
Yeah.
Is like hating all women because you had one bad
breakup. Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, you could argue some differences, and that'd be absolutely right. But in the general gist, it's like it's ridiculous to hate all cops because of bad experiences you see, because they're not all bad.
No, they're not.
Like not all cops
group
are
of people are all bad.
Right. It's stupid to like assume shit. I hate people that just assume shit.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to get too far down that rabbit hole because that's why I said that's where people can get offended and stuff really quick. I've always been raised to treat, it's a cheesy saying, but I greet the janitor the same way I do the CEO.
Yeah, definitely.
Everyone's the same. I don't care if you're black, white, gay, straight, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, tall, short, fat, skinny, rich, or poor. I don't care. You treat me with respect. I treat you with respect.
You're a decent person.
Right. And that's...
And everyone's capable of being a decent person.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You can't blame anyone or any experience for being horrible.
Yeah, you could fucking, be a complete bitch, and it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm, Sagittarius.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're just being a bitch.
Yeah.
I hate people that look for other reasons, And everyone's guilty of it to some sort, but people that outright... it's just, I hate that.
Yeah.
That's another thing with, that people hating people for other reasons is religion. That's a huge one. And I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Because in some way or another, if you really look deep into it, all religions are actually right. Not all, it's not one is wrong and all the others are right. If you look deep into it and certain reasons behind it, everyone's right to some way.
Yeah.
But because they didn't just pull that religion out of their ass, And,
yeah. A lot of religions have the same concept too.
Right.
They all have a hell and a heaven.
That's what hate is. Someone could be Catholic versus Christian. They'll hate each other because of a slight difference. Yeah. It's like.
I'm Roman Catholic. I'm a religious guy, but I don't push my religion on anyone.
Exactly, and that's the thing I hate.
You can believe what you want to believe.
Exactly. See, in that seat, if there was some form of God or whatever, I'm not saying there is or isn't because that's not really my thing. That's not something I think of a lot. But if you were to come down and come up to someone that was hating another person because of their beliefs, probably wouldn't like them so much because that's literally the opposite of what he's taught. Yeah. Exactly. Love everyone the same.
Yeah.
That seems. I'm kind of. I'm kind of butchering that a little bit, but that's the general gist. Treat others as you'd want to be treated. The golden rule, whatever. Yeah. And that's seemed to be forgotten somehow.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just because.
Definitely in this past generation or two.
Politics, it's been huge. If someone's Republican and they could be best friends with someone for a long time and find out they're Democratic, hate them forever. And it's like, why? Why
that don't matter to me.
I have some.
I try to not talk to a lot of people about that because people get so offensive.
Exactly.
About it.
That's why I'm.
It's it's great that you feel so hard and I just hate that people argue and don't have like facts to back
Exactly.
it up. They
Like,
just hear stuff through the
they
media.
just regurgitate verbatim what's
exactly.
and I'll be like, okay, do you know what that means? They're like, well, you know. It's like, you don't. You just you find a celebrity that you like, and you like stick to their beliefs or something. They can be completely fucking wrong. Like, well, this person said, and I hate it. I hate it so much because they don't know why.
Yeah.
And that's why I said I don't like arguing with people about politics or certain places. The big thing, like I said, was opinions. Opinion is literally someone's words and nothing else.
Yeah.
So if you are literally offended by words, it's absurd. Until you have a valid reason to why, then at the end of the day, you're literally doing just as bad as the other person.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I hate that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, God, I hate this generation. I hate it so much.
There's some good ones out there.
Oh, I mean,
there are.
But more or less how it's represented. Like, we made ourselves look so fucking dumb to other generations. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that all the other generations had it right. I definitely disagree with a lot of shit that other generations did.
Yeah, definitely.
But as a whole, we look fucking stupid.
Oh yeah.
Eating Tide Pods? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, who the
I seen a video one time. This guy took a Tide Pod and put it in an oil rig and freaking smoked it.
Oh yeah, dude. They'll put it in.
Or like I've seen
dab rigs.
I've seen people smoke like chili peppers and stuff.
Yeah,
like
but the
that.
one I saw was an old dude, so it's like,
well,
it's not all old.
Yeah.
It's not all young people.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah. See, I think the big deal about our generation is we're the first generation to be around social media.
Yeah.
So all the dumb shit that we do
goes around everywhere.
Everywhere. I guarantee if you had social media and stuff back in, in our parents' generation and their parents' generation, they would look just as fucking
Oh
stupid.
yeah, definitely.
They recorded every dumb thing they did.
Yeah.
Oh man, that'd look just as stupid.
Just think like there's so many stories and stuff on like Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. It's just like
one thing.
And we scroll on our phone so much, we see
yeah.
everything and read everything.
I wish you could get like an actual measurement of how much you've scrolled, Yeah. Or like how much media you've actually fucking
like hours,
ingested.
Yeah.
Just guzzled down. And I love some social media just strictly for humor reasons.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't go on there for political debates. I don't go on there for any sort of religion reason. I go on there for memes. Like,
yeah.
I go to laugh. If
or
they didn't make me
memes,
laugh, I wouldn't have social media.
Yeah.
I would have nothing to do with social media because everything else about it is trash. Because it involves so much just negativity in our whole world. Not even just our generation, but the whole world. Like, I love old people on social media, though, man. They believe everything.
Yeah.
A Nigerian prince just emailed me and said that if I like and share this post, I'll get $1,000. It's like, you're not, Like, you're probably just got your identity stolen.
Yeah, probably. Might want to just throw the whole computer out.
Right, just get rid of all of it. Oh, my God.
That's what I hate, too, is like, we put our credit cards onto our phone and stuff like that, and like our bank accounts, so we can and it's only a finger scan,
Mm-hmm.
Like I just open my phone with just my finger,
Yeah.
and like that's not totally perfect.
No. Dude,
And like anything gets stolen on there, your whole life is on your phone.
Oh yeah,
credit cards.
Dude, if someone found out the
emails.
one singular password I use for literally almost everything
I'm done. I'm done.
Fucked. But yeah, like, oh my God, dude. Another thing is shit. I forget what it's called. Pretty much like selling your information to companies. What is it called when? I feel really dumb for this because I talk about it all the time. Pretty much like ad placement. Like you could look at, Nike running shoes on Google and look at some of them. You go on Facebook immediately afterwards. There's ads at some point about Nike
or
shoes.
you can think about it. I've had that happen where I've thought
think
about
about
like
it,
something and
that's
it'll pop
one.
up.
That's the one that's like you looking around for like vans and shit, looking for your FBI agent, right? But yeah, there's the whole like the Google thing. The Google Homes, they actually had a bad thing happen with them not long. Well, I don't know if it's really bad because it to some extent it could be of good, but pretty much they have a bad habit of like listening into people's conversations.
Yeah.
They hear about them talking about something, they sell that information to ad placements. And they'll be like, oh yeah, you know, Susan was talking about getting a new necklace, you know, and then that, you know, like Facebook will put that ad on your
On
Facebook
her.
and be like, whoa, I was just talking about that. You ever had that happen to you?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Because it's like, oh wow, you know, I wasn't even talking to, you know, I wasn't even looking that up. And then you're like, how'd that get there? You know?
Yeah.
It's
You know,
just,
those things are so cool, like the Amazon Alexa and Echo.
oh
and
yeah,
all that.
I
They're-
love
they're
my
really
Google
cool.
Home.
Yeah.
Like, because
You can like add stuff to your grocery list,
Oh,
set
yeah.
timers, or
they
like,
have lights you can
yeah,
put
you
in
set
your home.
lights. Pretty much to do anything.
Oh yeah, like if you, I don't know if you ever go to Donovan's house. He has like Google Home lights, and he could go into his room and be like, "Hey Google, turn on bedroom lights," and it'll cancel. I guess.
Oh,
mine's
that
hooked
worked
up.
on my phone.
Oh, it was yours.
Yeah.
I thought it was my Google Home. I was like, wait, that thing was unplugged. How the hell?
That's also the thing. Like, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Or if I could talk to someone, like, Google it, and it's like, it pops up. It's really nice though. Like, you know, you were talking about like texting and driving earlier. You know, like you could have their
Voice
phone
text.
set up, and you could just say, "Hey Google, text
Oh,
this
yeah.
person, blah blah blah. I'll be home 15 minutes or whatever."
Siri's a good one about that too.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Oh yeah, and then like I said about the Google Homes was you can connect multiple ones together, so you could be in the bathroom and be like play this, and when you come into the kitchen, it's
Yeah.
playing there too. You know, it's like that's so fucking.
That's
cool.
so cool. Yeah.
Like that type of technology, I love. You know, like they get a lot of your personal information out of like certain things like that, but like if you think about it, it could be really useful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're like, oh, I can't find this certain thing, and you keep looking and looking, and finally you see an advertisement for it. You're like, boom, you know.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like if they use it right, it could actually be a pretty valuable
Yeah.
tool. Yeah, it's kind of taking up your personal privacy. but
Yeah, it really
certain
is.
things
honestly.
I don't
It's
really care. You know, it's beneficial to me at the end of the day. But
saving you time.
right, like
My
you
time
ain't
is
getting
a lot
any.
worth a lot.
You know, they ain't hearing nothing from me that they want to hear about freaking terrorist threats and shit.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not planning any of that. I don't care if they're listening to me.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear me say a bunch of stupid shit.
Yeah, honestly, you might get a good chuckle in.
Right, you
Listen.
know, if whoever's left to me, they're like, this guy's got some points. Like, sit there with just stupid thoughts, you know, and
Yeah.
like, that's what they're gonna get out of me, you know. They're like, we're hopeless on this guy.
Yeah.
We don't really know.
Move on to the next one.
Right. So it's like, I don't really know, you know, like I don't. At the end of the day, I really don't get what the big deal is, you know, like. If you have nothing to hide, why should you care?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like,
Yeah.
you know, I probably don't want them hearing certain shit I say, but
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
I don't really care at the end of the day. It's not like I'm making national threats,
No.
you know? Like, I don't care, you know? You're gonna hear me fart a lot and, like, bitch about a lot of things.
Yeah.
And some things you're like, you probably shouldn't be saying that. But,
Yeah.
like, that's it,
What-
you know?
What are you gonna do?
He's kind of suicidal.
Yeah.
Like, is he okay? Like,
he
I'm gonna get
okay?
a text from a random number, like, you alright?
You alright, bud?
It's gonna be my FBI agent checking up on me.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, like, you've been pretty sad. Like, you good? You need someone to talk to?
It's like
But-
the freaking government shuts down. You get a text. Hey, haven't seen you at all.
Right, how you
know,
been?
man?
I love seeing memes like that. It's
Yeah.
like, they're like you said about the Adam and Eve thing. It was like some text conversation, and it's like pops up. FBI
Yeah.
just like, quit, or it's like Harvard,
Or it's like
bro.
you want a scholarship? Yeah. You know, memes have really messed up
Dude,
some
they've
people's,
lost sense of humor.
sense of humor.
Yeah, like I have no sense of humor. I could see the most pointless meme like,
Yeah.
but like I see something with like actual humor in it, I'm like, you know, but it
Swipe.
could, right? I could see like some like stupid cat meme. I'm like, nah. I like that one. It was like all you see through my camera lens is like,
Yeah.
is like that lizard, whatever, with like the double cheese, like, eh. I fucking,
It's probably what my FBI agent sees all the time.
that's what they're looking like. That's all they see through my phone is me. I'm like,
Like, Jesus, these people are ugly.
like, Christ! My FBI agent, for some reason, is Scottish, but
Yeah.
oh my god, have you seen that bit about Robin Williams? He talks about like how golf was invented,
No.
Oh my god, I loved, honestly, this is not a popular opinion, but I loved his stand-up more than his actual movies.
Really?
Because he was so, like...
I loved his movies. My favorite role was Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
He was really, but I don't remember a lot of good, like, he played good roles, but nothing I'd, like, directly remember. You know what I mean? But if you talk about something at his stand-up, I'll be
remember.
like... Right, exactly. Like, oh, that was fucking hilarious,
Yeah.
But I've always been more into comedy than most people, stand-up comedy as a whole. I think of it as, honestly, a form of art. I really do. It takes so much more than what people realize to get up there. Not only do you have to, be funny, come up with jokes, but you gotta find what jokes work with certain other people. You can't come up and tell jokes to someone that finds it funny in LA, but you go over down south.
Yeah.
They're not gonna find it funny.
That's why I like Gabriel Iglesias, because he really like gets in like to certain areas. Like,
see, he taps into the audience.
Yeah, I went to his show last year, and it was so good. And
I
he
was kill to
like,
have.
He was making really good St. Louis jokes about like the Cardinals and the Rams and like all that stuff.
See, because when he's taping a special, even though like millions of other people are watching him from home, he doesn't talk to them. He talks to
The real audience,
the crowd
like, in front of him. Yeah.
Right. So a lot of things that the rest of the audience might not understand, but he explains it. That's what I love about him.
Yeah.
And he really does.
And that's why some comic fails, because like they just do the same routine over and over and over again.
See, another person that's really good about changing it up is Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart, yeah. He can turn simple stories into hilarious stories.
Oh yeah, it's the way he tells them.
Yeah.
And that's actually a lot of his his stand-up is one of my favorites. It's more or less storytelling.
Yeah, definitely.
He doesn't really tell jokes necessarily. He just tells stories.
Yeah.
But the way he tells them is hilarious.
But the thing that really kills me is like he puts his own thoughts like into it, like what he thought at that time.
Right. And he is.
That's like, I thought that too.
Right. And I love in his movies, but I love his stand-up so much more.
Yeah.
Because that's why I saw him as. Now, other people might have been like, oh, he's from, this movie.
Yeah.
I don't think of him as like that. I'm like, oh, he did that. He did like X amount of, stand-up specials.
He's done a lot.
Right.
Not saying he's a bad actor. He's actually a really good actor. Oh, yeah. He did amazing in the Jumanji movie.
See, I didn't get to see that yet, but it looks really good.
I forget which one it was when it was with Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh, was it Central Intelligence?
Central Intelligence.
See, I haven't got to see that either, but they're both, when they do movies together, it's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see him in like a Marvel movie or some shit.
That'd be funny.
Be like a really like sassy like a secretary or assistant or some shit. Like, I got time for your shit, man. But what's his name? I forget his actual name, but he's the guy that plays as is it Falcon? One of the Avengers. Oh my god, I can't think of his name. Is it Falcon?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think I know.
I could I'm gonna feel really stupid if that's not it, but you know what I'm talking about when I say that. The dude with the wings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he does phenomenal impressions. Like,
really?
After this, I'm going to show you a couple of videos. He does, like, some people, like, so spot on. Kevin Hart's one of them. And he does it so perfectly. Yeah. Like, it literally sounds like that actor or person voiced over.
Right. Like, you close your eyes and, like, that's what you'd see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hands down. And it's, people that...
No, it's crazy. Some people, like, can do so many different voices.
Charlie's a good one.
Like them. Charlie does do really good, yeah.
Cecilia, she does a really good British accent.
Really?
She does good Scottish, like, rivals Charlie for the Scottish accent. She does really good. But those are her two main ones. I did, like, I can do, like, a realistic one, like Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
But like, me and Charlie talk to each other on PlayStation as just Christopher Walken. And there was one time we were playing Black Ops 3, and he was raging in a Christopher Walken accent. And I'll try to do as best as I can, but it's so fucking funny. He was sitting there, I'm just sitting there listening, it's just me and him, and I'm dying laughing. He's like, I'm getting tired of these guys just camping in our spawns. And I'm just like crying because he's genuinely like upset, but he's still sticking with
character.
Yeah, he's like, this guy, he keeps rushing me. And I was trying to like make conversation back, but I was like, I had to just like put down the headset and I was crying laughing.
Every time I see Charlie, I always think of Jim Carrey. It looks just like him, dude.
See, what's funny is that's like a big influence to Charlie. Is
Oh,
Jim
yeah.
Carrey. He like that's.
I feel
one
like
of
Jim Carrey's a big influence to like
a lot
of our kids in our generation.
Oh yeah, like
And our weird.
He really fell off the map at some point a while ago.
Yeah, well,
But-
he did that because he was like, he said he was getting too involved with his roles. He's getting too crazy with them.
Yeah,
because like
also
when
he was really
he
tired
was
of-
he was a method actor. He would stay in character even off screen.
Oh yeah.
Like when he played the Grinch, he was always the Grinch. I seen an interview with him one time, and he was like saying that the torture was so bad getting on that costume that they had like CIA operatives come in and like teach him how to withstand.
Oh yeah.
Sitting there, because you have to sit there for like 5 or 6 hours.
Oh,
so
yeah,
people
some people
just
are
all
even
around
longer.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I couldn't do that.
I know a lot of people like that do method acting, like Jared Leto when he
Yeah.
played the Joker. You interviewed the people that did the movie with him. He said he was a nightmare to be around because he'd only get dressed as Mr. J, and and like he once had henchmen. I think it was like when they were doing a screenwriting, like the table reading, he had 2 henchmen come in and throw a dead pig just on the table, like stuff like that. And he delivered.
Really?
Yeah, he would deliver packages to the other people's homes, and
Yeah.
one was like a box of bullets and just like really eerie, creepy shit. And it was like, wow, it's like the depth people will go into to
When
do
doing
it
that,
well.
yeah, they really
Like Heath
takes over their lives.
with Heath Ledger and Joker, which there would, in my opinion, never be a Joker like him. Jared Leto did awesome, and also with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
The one he just did apparently was like rivals Heath Ledger's. And I want to see that movie. I haven't got to yet, and I really want to because apparently
it's really good,
causing like riots and shit. So like,
well, think because like this, and I don't know if it's a different like timeline or whatever with this movie,
It's
but like
the origin.
supposedly he didn't get dropped in a vat of like corrosive acid or whatever.
no,
He just
became insane.
Yeah, because of society.
Yeah, and it's pretty much how it's more or less the origin of Joker, more or less just Joker being in a movie. But
Yeah, the last few Joker roles they've casted, they've kind of butchered the Joker.
like the thing is, my cousin would actually argue with me about the Jared Leto and Heath Ledger is because he liked that version of Joker with Jared Leto better. It's just what he thinks of Joker. And that's fine. And that's another thing I'm not going to get into with people about certain actors and stuff. Everyone has their own opinion. You know what I mean? But when I think of Joker, like the way Heath Ledger did is how I think of it. He's not just causing chaos. He's causing chaos for a reason.
Yeah.
Like in the beginning of the movie, that bank he robs. He only robbed it because it was a mob bank.
Yeah.
And, he didn't do anything with the money. He literally burnt it all. And it's like he does it for a reason. And there's so many theories behind like the
he's a
origin
villain
of that Joker.
good guy. Like he starts a fire and then puts it out.
Almost. But it's more or less he didn't really put out the fire. He's like putting out and he's like, here's why.
Yeah.
But he's gonna let it burn.
Yeah. Actually, the role that they played on Gotham with the Joker, that was a really good character. Actually.
There's actually a new season out.
Yeah, I know.
I need to
can't
watch
wait
it.
to see it.
Oh yeah, it's already. I actually just saw it today. I mean, haven't seen it, but I saw that it was on there. I was like, oh. Because the way they ended that last season, I was like, there's not going to be another one. It really seemed like
it was like a cliffhanger. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
Well, I don't know. It was a cliffhanger because like
it was sort of, but it was like really could have been a good way to end it. Yeah. Because it's like, all right, now he knows he's Batman. Now what? Yeah. So it's like it could have been a great way to start into Batman. So like I'm curious to see.
That's also
where they go with that.
A big trend in like movies and stuff. They're starting to do like backstories of like characters.
And I actually really enjoy that. See, when I first saw a thing about Gotham, I was like, because it's
I
the
did
characters
too.
Yeah. But when I started watching it, I was like, this is
pretty
really
good.
Fun.
This is
Dude,
really
me
good.
and her binged watched that to no end.
Oh yeah.
And it got to the point where I started watching episodes without her, and she was like, whatever. So I was like, I just kept watching it. So, but yeah, I really can't wait to see what they do with that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Man, I wonder how long we've been going. It's almost 7. You want to do me a quick favor and check the camera? You probably don't even need to take your mic off. Yeah, I got, I'm pretty sure they're like 16-foot cords or some shit. So it's way over.
49.
I think we'll start wrapping up here. So,
all right.
Come on over here. We'll finish up. But, Yeah, hopefully this one uploads this time. I felt really bad because it was right there at that week mark, so I didn't get to. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this one works.
Yeah.
And actually, hopefully, the next time I make a podcast, it won't be with my phone anymore. Cecilia has a really nice camera, and it's really good quality. But the problem is we don't have a whole lot of room. The only recording amount she has left is like 15 minutes.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so I have to get.
Well, you can get a new SD card.
That's literally what I gotta do, and then I'll be able to use that. And slowly,